So, I was just watching Retro Bro's video, the one he put out today. And though I don't like his title, he did make some good points. He sounded sincere at times. But here's the thing that I can't relate to is the title. Was I used by intellivision? I don't think that's something you should ask us, the viewers. That's something you should ask yourself and your friend Tommy. That's who you should ask that question. Was I used by you, Tommy? I don't think that's a question for your YouTube video. That to me sounds like you're trying to bring your viewers to your channel for sympathy that you were used by the Amico. Let's not forget, Retro Bro and others, that we also use the Amico to make our videos, to get our point across, to make content, to bring viewers, to get subs on your channel. We also use the Amico. Don't forget that. We also use the Tommy, to say he's a friend or he's not a friend or he's a good guy, but he's not a good guy. And I don't think it was a scam from the beginning, but maybe it was. And see, so hate side, pro side, it doesn't matter what side. Whoever's making videos on the Amico, including myself, have used intellivision. Now, did intellivision use you guys, the pro side? That's a question that you ask yourself. That's not a question you come out and ask us, because that only makes it look to me, in my opinion, like you're looking for sympathy that intellivision used you. I mean, maybe you didn't realize it at the time that you were being used, but now you do. But still, that's not a question to ask us. That's what I believe, and I even commented in his video. Everyone comes from a different perspective on this. So my perspective is a lot different than yours and others from either side. See, to me, I don't know what you YouTubers, what you guys consider friends. We've talked about this before. But are we talking internet friends, YouTube friends? What are we talking about when someone like Retro Bro or DJC or Geek Getaway or whatever side it might be, when you said if it wasn't for the Amico, we wouldn't be talking about this. We wouldn't have met. We wouldn't have known each other, and we wouldn't have been friends. So I don't know. Everyone considers a friend differently, I guess. That might be the problem here, that I can't relate. To me, a friend is someone, a real life friend. A real friend is someone that, if my car don't start right now and I need a ride, I'm going to call a friend or a family member. If I don't, unless I use AAA. But what I'm saying is, so if I use AAA and the guy comes over and helps me out, and we have a little conversation, we could become friends, or I wouldn't consider him a friend because he came and helped me out, because that's his job. So, I mean, I don't know when you guys say friends, we made a lot of friends along the way. Truthfully, I didn't make any friends. Do I interact with some of my viewers? Do I interact with YouTube channels that I watch? Absolutely. E King, Tony from Geek Getaway, Phil from No Swear Gamer, DJ C at one point, Papa Pete at one point, but Atari Creep, and those some I met in person, I still can't consider them my friends. I mean, and I don't think they consider me their friend. So, I mean, they might say it on YouTube, that I made a lot of friends, but I mean, to me, your childhood friend that you keep in touch with, or somebody that you see weekly or daily and interact daily with someone, you could consider, I mean, anyone could consider, everyone has their own preference, like I said on this, so you could consider whoever you want as your friend. I just don't get why sometimes YouTubers refer to it as friends. Like, okay, for instance, I was on Tony's live stream and retrobro was on there, and Tony said, I don't have a problem with retrobro being on here because they wanted me to come on, and I don't trust many people, so I didn't know if I was being ambushed or gonna be ambushed once I went in. So I have no problem communicating with someone if they want to try and communicate. But when and Tony said to me that Retro Bro's my friend, and I said I don't have any problem with Retro Bro being your friend. That's got nothing to do with me. And again, and it has nothing to do with me asking how is he your friend, like Retro Bro will say about Tommy. That's your business. If you want to call someone your friend and you consider someone your friend, and it doesn't need to be explained in what way, I understand that. But in my perspective, nobody that I interact with on YouTube, whether it's on my channel or someone else's channel, I consider it maybe like a fan. So like say I'm a fan of Phil on No Swear from No Swear Gamer. I am a fan of E King. I used to be a fan of DJ C and Papa Pete, but I wouldn't say I would ever have considered any of them my friend, like a friend. I don't know, again, I don't know. Okay, but I think I pretty much made a good my point there. So I guess you guys can, because Retro Bro, in his video, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I caught most of it. The one thing that I don't relate with, and I messaged this, is that he would do this all over again if he could. Like if he had the chance to do this all over again, he would. So I get confused by that, because here you are saying, did the intellivision use me? That was what your video was about. Did intellivision use you? So why would you want to do this all over again if you feel like you've been used and misled and to this point where now you're giving up on this thing? So why would you want to do it all over again? Again, that's someone's agenda. That's your business. I understand, but it's also, as a viewer, I can be confused. I can not relate to it. I can be in doubt. And that's pretty much all I want to say here. So as a viewer, would I want to do this all over again? And as a somewhat YouTube content, creator, whatever you want to call it, would I want to do this over again? Absolutely not. Would I want to go through this? Ask yourself the question, would you want to go through this again with a counsel in the future? Why? Why would you want to go through this again? To make friends? To make content? Retro Bro, I can give you a little pass because I have seen it even when you were on the pro side. I saw doubt, and I've mentioned this to you on the live stream. I saw doubt in you a few times, and almost to the point where I thought a few times when you came on DJC's channel or have you, and you were gonna, it almost seemed like you were gonna lash out, but then kind of just kick back and you were still, you know, kind of not ready to give up on this thing. So so now that you're kind of like on the other side of the fence and you feel like you were used, and I just don't see, I still don't understand, and I've asked you this question many times. How can you still consider Tommy a friend if you feel like you were used? Okay, I understand a friend can use you, but why would you want to do it all over again? And I mean, I can see why you were so involved, is because you did have people at your house at the Crayola event. You had a bunch of sweaty people out. I have a question for you if you want to answer this. Darius Truxton has asked this question, and I'll ask it for him. How long did it take your wife to get the stench out of the basement, having all them sweaty people over? Anyway, yeah, in my opinion, Retro Bro, and anyone else from the pro side that feels like they were used, or if any viewers out there feel like they're being used today by a friend in real life, or ask yourself that question. I don't think that's a question to ask someone else. If you felt used, then you should know. I mean, to me, that's just wanting content. I mean, that's looking for sympathy. You're literally asking, was I used by Amico? And like I said before, we also used Amico for content, to make friends, I guess you guys call it. But I think anybody out there would agree, even fans of my channel, I mean, I would have no problem with them not considering me their friend, unless, like, you know, we live nearby and we could hang out and we could get to know each other in real life. And I mean, I don't think texting or anything like that is like anything that's like, I mean, I could tell you anything, you know. You didn't grow up with me. You don't know my life. Like, I could tell you anything. I could tell you I'm a doctor and I'm gonna come out with a new coronavirus shot. You know what I mean? And it's up to you to believe it, and it's up to you to feel if you were used or. So yeah, I mean, I'll stick by my thing that anybody that I interact with on YouTube is either a fan of mine, or I'm a fan of their channel, or we just enjoy watching each other, or we don't enjoy watching each other's content. We don't agree with everything. Doesn't matter. But even if we agree with absolutely everything, that doesn't mean we're friends. I mean, if Tommy Tellerico is your friend, Retro Bro, like you claim he is, then why aren't you asking him if he used you? That's the bottom line. So take it for what it is. Take care, people.